guys, and welcome to today's episode. And today we are going to be doing these single player maps. We are going to be continuing them. Now in the previous episode we did the levels 11 through 15, I believe, or 10 through 15, I can't remember. But anyways, today we are going to be doing the map 16 to 20, and in the next episode we are going to be doing 21 to 25, and so on and so forth. You know how it works. Every week we are going to be doing one episode, which will contain 5 levels on how to complete them. So for today we are going to be using this army composition. It consists of some barbarians, some archers, some giants, and some minions. Now the wall breakers, I'm not quite sure if we are going to use them. We may use them, but I don't think so. And we are also not going to need as many giants. That's one thing to note. So if you haven't built up the army yet, don't build up as many giants. Just follow the steps in the tutorial, in this tutorial, and you'll be good to go. So for the first map we have which one is it? I think it's Fort Knobs. Yeah, so it's Fort Knobs because in the previous episode we went from Mega Blaster to Immovable Object. So we are going to be doing Fort Knobs, Watchtower, Fool's Gold, Thoroughfare, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not quite sure, and Bouncy Castle. That's the levels we are going to be doing today. And yeah, so let's get right into the first one, being the Fort Knobs. Now this one is a very easy map. All you have to do is deploy some archers on the air defenses and then some minions in behind. Well, not in behind, but on this side of the map. So we can do it right now, 1 and 2 minions. You can obviously do it with 1 minion or with more minions, but I found that's the best way because it is fast and also cheap. So this raid will take about 1.5 minutes, but because I don't want to bore you guys, I'm going to cut it until I get to the end. You know how that works, every YouTuber does that. But anyways, that's all you have to do. You basically just need 3 archers and 1 or 2 minions, and you're good to go. So yeah, I'll see you once I have that 3-star. So yeah. Okay, so guys, because you know me, I'm just going to drop my Barbarian King because I don't have the patience to wait for my 2 minions. So I'm just going to drop the Barbarian King to speed up things a little bit, but it's not a necessity. So if you don't have your Barbarian King yet, don't stress out. But the troop levels that I use you should have, because otherwise it's going to be kind of hard. And towards the last levels you will need your Barbarian King, and you will even need him to level 5. So keep that in mind. But for the first levels here you won't really need your Barbarian King. It doesn't really make too much of a difference because you don't use your whole army. Yeah, so let's get right into the next one. Anyways, so yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is you don't need your Barbarian King for the first levels. Anyways, this is the next level, level 17, the Watchtower, and this one is actually also very easy. Now I found out the best way to do this is to drop 1 giant in the middle, in behind, drop 5 archers, and then 1 minion over here, and you're good to go. So that's that. That's the whole raid done. As you can see, the archer tower is going to go down with those 5 archers, and yeah, then that's all you need. So you don't really need anything else. So you could drop more minions just to make things faster, so you have more time to do more single player maps. So yeah, you can do that. You can drop more troops just to make things faster, speed things up. But anyways, I'll be right back once I have that 3-star, and yeah, see you then. So we are moving on to the final structures. Now as you can see, I dropped my Barbarian King again. But as already mentioned, if you don't have one, don't stress out. It's just I'm just dropping him to make things faster, so I don't have to wait like 2 or 3 minutes, because that's kind of annoying, and my recording for some reason corrupts after like 10 minutes. So yeah, I always have to save the one file and then restart the recording. So yeah, that's kind of a pain, but I will be getting through it, I guess. So anyways, let's move on to the Fool's Gold, being level 18, I believe. Yes, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's level 18. So this one, on the first glance, it seems to be hard, I understand it. But if you have a further look at this base, it's actually quite easy. And all you need is 2 giants, some barbarians and some archers, and then obviously 1 or 2 minions for cleanup. So what you want to do is deploy 1 giant on the one side of the base, and again 1 giant on the other side of the base, and then deploy some barbarians and some archers in behind, and your goal is to get rid of the archer tower and the air defense. So that's your goal, and that's what we are going to try to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop 1 giant and 5 archers on each side. So let's do that. I think that was 5 archers on each side. So yeah, so now we drop 1 giant over here, 3 or 5 archers over here, and the same thing on the other side. Sadly, the mortar targeted my archers, but I think they are going to survive. As you can see on the right hand side of the base, the archers got that air defense and the archer tower down. But on this side we kind of failed, and that's where the barbarians are going to come in handy, because we don't want to waste another giant. So we are just going to drop like 3 or 4 barbarians and then 2 archers in behind, and they are going to destroy those air defenses and the archer tower. And that's that for this raid. And now I'm just going to deploy 1 minion on each side of the base just to speed up things a little bit. So yeah, that's that. That's actually a very easy raid. Now if you do choose to do it in another way, you should watch out for this side of the base, because there are I think 3 skeleton traps or 2 skeleton traps. I don't remember. I think there's 1 right here and then 1 right here. So basically in between the gold storages there is a skeleton trap. So watch out for that if you're doing a ground attack and you prefer doing it another way. So basically not in the way I'm doing it, although I think it's a very good and efficient way. But yeah, you can do it however you want to. And yeah, that's that. So I'll be right back once I have that 3-star again. So guys, this is going to be the end of this raid. 1 minion on the one side of the base and the other one on the other side of the base. And there we go, the 2 minions connect and they destroy the cannon. So that's that for this raid, and I'm going to be right back once we get into the next raid, because this is where I have to cut it and save the file and so on and so forth, because Reflector 2 is kind of annoying. I don't know why it does it, but the recording many times it corrupts. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. So that's why you're going to see more troops trained up than 176 in a little bit. So yeah, that's that. So moving on to the next level, being level 19, and I don't remember the name, but I think it's Thoroughfare, this thing right here. I don't know how to pronounce it. And anyways, this is the map we are going to be doing right now, and this is actually not too hard. I tested it out before, and all you have to do is deploy 3 giants on, well, 1 giant on each archer tower, which makes us obviously 3, and then 3 barbarians in behind, as well as 4 archers in behind. So this is what you want to do. I'll show you right now. So 1 giant, 3 barbarians, and 1, 2, 3, 4 archers, and you want to do that on every single archer tower until you complete all the archer towers. Basically 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about that, I just couldn't talk and then count the archers at the same time. But anyways, that's all you want to do, and then you want to deploy some barbarians on the left hand side and on the right hand side, just to take out the cannons, so then you can take out the air defenses, because you want to take out the air defenses so you can deploy the minions on the other side of the map, being over here. So I'll do that already, and now I'll deploy about 3 barbarians and 4 archers again, because I don't want to waste a giant. I mean, you could deploy a giant and then archers in behind, but I just don't want to waste a giant, because a giant takes longer than the barbarians do to train up. So yeah, that's that. And then you just deploy like 1 or 2 archers to destroy the air defenses. So that's that. That's actually a pretty easy raid to do. It's not anything too complicated. It's the most complicated until now. Yes, I understand that, but it's not too complicated. Like, it doesn't involve too much strategy. It's basically deploying 3 giants, 3 barbarians on each archer tower, and then 4 archers on each archer tower, and then all you do is you deploy the minions on the other side of the base just to clean up things faster. And yeah, that's that. So that's actually a pretty easy raid, and I'll be right back once I have that 3-star, which is going to be in about 10 to 20 seconds. So the minions are finishing off the final structure, being the town hall, if you want to call it a town hall. It is basically a town hall, but it's the goblins town hall, so that's why it looks kind of different. But for the new players, it basically is a town hall. So yeah, let's get right into the next attack, and we actually have 98 troops left, which is not too bad, I'm assuming. So yeah, the next one is Bouncy Castle, and this is actually going to be the final map of this episode. And this one is actually also quite easy, but the first time I tried this, I kind of failed, to be honest. So I still got the 3-star, but it was kind of not really all that good. So basically, all you want to do is you want to deploy a wall breaker right here to break through the wall, or 2 barbarians and a wall breaker, and then you can get through that wall. Then you want to deploy 4 giants and some barbarians, such as some archers in behind. You can drop some minions just for fun, and yeah, that should be enough troops to overwhelm the space. And yeah, that's that. Now I'm going to deploy some minions over here just to take out the final structures, to speed things up a little bit. And yeah, that's all you have to know for this one. So it's not anything too complicated. These maps were actually quite easy. I thought they would be harder because they are this is the 20th out of 50 maps, and you still don't need your barbarian king, so that's a good sign. I don't have to use him. I'm going to use him now just for fun, because why not, but you don't need him. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, and I hope you stay tuned for the next maps, being the maps 21 to 25. That's going to come in about a week, because I will be posting one single player map every week, or one episode on the single player maps every week. And so yeah, stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching, guys. I really do hope I was able to help you out at least a little bit, and save you up some resources. So yeah, that's that. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like it, then please do smash that like button, so I know if you guys like watching these sort of episodes. Please do leave a comment down below on what you want to see next, and possibly subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time, guys. Peace out.